What it is, y'all? We have a ton to discuss, so buckle up. The news is getting real. Now, we're going to kind of kick this off fairly easygoing. Okay? Knights of Yanagacha rerun available. So if you guys didn't get the anniversary units over the summer, or you're missing a unit, or you have some bonds you still need, I think I actually have one or two units that need some bonds, and I don't know if I'm going to chase them, and I'll kind of explain why a little bit later on. But these units are still really good. I use the units like all the time. Hell, I still use the anniversary units from last year on like Undertale Skira teams, some War Games teams. I use them for, which I know is kind of a no-no. I use them for all the time in 7th Zone. So anniversary units have staying power. So if you don't have these units, it's a great opportunity to get them. But before you go crazy, wait to hear me out, okay? So rerun gacha information, the artificial hero schedule is 12/22. It says Thursday 12/22. That's going to be Wednesday for us tomorrow. I'm sorry, next week. So we're going to get these tomorrow, and then we're going to get these the following week, okay? And then these will be the first week of January. So they're going to take a week off of dropping banners. So if you're lacking any of these units, it's a great opportunity. They're probably going to be, in fact, it looks like here that, yeah. So, see, 2nd, 4th, 7th, and 10th draws are the guaranteed draws. Usually, okay, draw from the 11-day gacha with 200 iris for first time only. So it's not the full, like, half price, so to speak, banner, but you know it's a little bit discounted. These units are fantastic. So if you didn't maximum break some units, you have a good opportunity here coming up to potentially do that. Or if you didn't get them at all, I mean, these units are almost all of these units are brand new CP levels. So in fact, when we have Dim from the free-to-play and the Finn unit later on, even those are separate CPs. So I'll cover those in the Before You Summon video in a little bit more detail. So rerun gacha story, Knight's Glory, that's the part 1 that is coming, the part started June of this year. That is coming tomorrow. Then, let's see, so returning units, honor and loyalty, so it's basically, we'll cover all those units in detailed in tomorrow's Before You Summon video. Artificial Hero will kick off a week after that. Then we have a week reprieve, and the first week of the new year, we're going to get the third part. So you got some time here, guys. Now, rerun gacha information, Tracks of Courage, we just got that. So, I like this. Free 11 draw gacha every day. I love when they do this. This is like such an amazing opportunity to MLB some great units. So every single day you're going to get an 11 draw gacha, and you really need to take advantage of that because you can pull some crazy 4-stars out of that. It even looks like they've updated the gacha pool. I don't think they even mentioned this, but it does seem at this moment like a lot of these units are updated units. I think that Bell and that I think most of these units, well, Winnie, I think is. Winnie and I don't think that Bell is, though. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure this is corresponding to the general pool update. So if you're lacking 4-star, it's a great opportunity. Okay? 4-star guaranteed 11 draw ticket gacha. So your ticket gacha and special exchange lineups will be updated. Exactly what I was talking about before. So basically, every general pool 4-star, basically anything that's not time limited, should now be in the general pool, meaning any ticket, any summon, anything would be able to pull any of the more recent units, which is really awesome. JP 2000 Days Anniversary Bundle. 4-star time-limited unit exchange. The time-limited unit exchanges aren't bad. They're not phenomenal, typically. They typically include a lot of older units. Now, what happens a lot of times is they update this to include the recent anniversary units. If they do that, that actually is a really good value. But this will also give you a 4-star adventure unit, 4-star assist unit, and if you don't know basically what that is that lets you go into a banner lets you go into exchange that is literally all the general pool units of the game, anything that's not time limited, and you just select whatever you want. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's really, really, really phenomenal. The time-limited unit exchange is the same thing for time-limited units, but usually the time-limited units are like year-old units and stuff like that. You know, by and large, most of those units are kind of like, okay, whatever. But once again, some fourth anniversary units that I use on the frequent are still in there, so maybe I eat my head on that one a little bit, but I still think that does devalue it ever so slightly. Though the adventure taking the assist ticket are phenomenal. 4-star guaranteed 11 draw ticket times 3 and 11 draw ticket times 1. So you've got options with this, though this is going to be a very expensive bundle. Old rivals are here again. Challenge and clear all the quests for Grand War. We covered this over the summer, and unfortunately, sadly for me, I never got my S clear on it. I had a team that could do it, and I just kept having some RNG problems. So, yeah. But I did cover it over the summer. You can easily, you can clear it with some work and get your rewards out of it. And we'll recover it with some more of the more recent units, and I'm sure they'll make it even easier. Especially what we're about to get. We'll cover that here in a moment. Grand War period is going to be tomorrow through the 12th of January. So you have basically more or less a month. Grand War is a high difficulty event where you can fight against tough opponents from past events. The first time you clear the final stage, you can receive a 4-star 11 draw ticket. That's why I always cover it with a free-to-play team, so you guys can do that. If you escalate the stage, you earn Hero Light times 5 and free Grand War 2022 mission reward. So basically a little trophy. But those 5 Hero Lights are really nice. Like I said, I was just shy of it last time. I had some RNG failures. So it is what it is. We're going to cover it a little more diligently this time. So starting tomorrow, the Basilisk and Spirit Shadow show up. Then Saturday, or say Friday for most of us, Deadly Hornets and the Mecha Gross show up. 12:20, the Weavern and Large for Morin show up. And then Baylor shows up on the 22nd or 21st for most of us. And they'll be here, like I said, basically through the 12th of January. So take advantage, guys. These events, I'm not going to say they're easy, but you could definitely do them free to play. I love this. This is amazing. 7th Zone EX difficulty added. Clear the event to get materials for equipment ascension. I don't honestly need ascension equipments as much anymore. Like, I've got most of my equipments fairly ascended, but if you're new to the game, if you're returning to the game, if you're upgrading, I don't know, some old armors and things like that, this is a great opportunity to get tons and tons and tons of equipments. So I love this. EX difficulty added. I've been talking about this for a while, and I'm hoping this is the double ailment stuff that they toyed with a while back, because this has been a breeze. 7th Zone has been a joke for, I mean, over a year, like a year and a half now. You've been able to just auto-run it with half the teams that are current in the game, and with absolute, like I said, I have a 7th Zone team I've been running since the anniversary last year, and no joke, it's just literally I go in, auto-run it, I'm done. It's such an easy situation that I often forget to even, I often forget to even run it. That's just how much of a joke it has become. So to see that it's getting an EX difficulty really, really, really excites me. I'm looking forward to that a lot. So this will start tomorrow. The EX difficulty has been added to the high difficulty quest. For 7th Zone, enemies will have more HP and hit harder than they do on very hard. Create a party with the perfect set of elements and killer abilities and head into battle. Ooh. They're hinting how hard this is going to be. Though the payout looks like it's the same. Very hard is 16 of the essential materials, and the EX is 16 as well. Should be some Iris rewards in there, though, so that's definitely not a bad thing. More free-to-play Iris is never a bad thing. Thanks for 5.5 years. A total of 5,500 Iris incoming. And ladies and gents, that is free to play. I love that. I love this game for this, man. They're always forthcoming with the currency. You're gonna see why here in a minute. This is super mandatory. So I believe we got that last week, I want to say. But if you haven't logged in a while, log in real quick and get you a free 1,000 Iris. And then there's, another, I think, 1,000 Iris just chilling here for logging in every day. Here's a cool one. Undertale Skira is getting a renewal coming soon, now under development. So, Telskira Abyss. Prepare yourself for Telskira Abyss. We do not know if the current reward system is going to continue, so you may want to just cash out those rewards if you haven't in quite a bit of time. I know I haven't. I've been kind of lazy about it. So Telskira Abyss should be a new difficulty, a whole new way to run Undertale Skira, and should be an absolute load of fun. So current Undertale Skira is slated to end on January 2023. A number of monthly missions will change to coincide with the end of Undertale Skira. So basically we have one more month, it seems, of that. Okay. So they don't give us a huge amount of information here, but it does appear, as I said, like maybe the rewards are going to kind of reset. And that being the case, you want to take advantage and cash out those rewards if at all possible. So, Return to the Hero Part 2 starts 12/15. This is where we're going to get into the fun stuff. Now start paying attention, because we're going to get bonkers, basically from now to the end of the video. Part 1 started on 11/24. Part 2 starts tomorrow. Remember, everything's JP time, so it's a day ahead of us. Clear every stage of Return of the Hero Part 2 to earn 400 Iris. Very nice. Also, new items such as Hero Light have been added to the event exchange with Part 2. Very nice. Remember, they did say Part 1 and Part 2, and I believe there's even Part 3 coming. Unconfirmed on that, but I would imagine. And they're going to share the same exchange, and I believe even the same gacha system, but the difference being that they're just going to add stuff for every part of this that they add to the exchange and all that. Campaign information for Part 2. Yeah, we're getting an Asterius unit, but it's way better than you realize. I mean, hold on to this. Okay. Yeah, you're looking at real stats there. You are looking at the end-all, be-all, most monstrous unit right now in the game. But I don't know, even one up that. But check this out. Okay. So, HP is 5732. We've talked ad nauseum about how much HP has gotten buffed over the last year. And this is even a huge step above that. This is crazy. This is a new level, a completely new difficulty per se. It's like a different category. Like we have time limited, we have non-time limited, and now we have I forget what they're calling this. Hero Festa limited units. So yeah, Hero Festa limited is basically, they are 4 stars, but man, I guess technically they're 5 stars. They're still level 80, so they're still 4 stars. But man, Hero Festa limiteds are gonna be like top dog, and they're probably gonna release like 2 or 3 a year. This is gonna breathe. This is you mark my words. You want these units. You really do want these units. And I'm not. I mean, look at the numbers. 5732 for HP, and that's before any it's fully ascended, but that's before any CP levels or anything like that go into them. MP392, whatever, 2437. You could probably get that to up to 2800 or maybe even higher with some max CP, and you guys better believe I'm going to try to max the CP out on this unit like instantly. Man, this is such a good unit. 1160 for endurance. 1160. I want to put this in perspective, right? We have some units that have like 800, and we thought those were tanky. 1160. He's just made of solid steel. 1055 for Dex. He's going to be just a machine with criticals, penetrations, and all that good stuff. 1384 may not be the fastest unit because of all the percentage boost some of the units get. He may not be the fastest unit in the game after turn 1, but turn 1 he's absolutely going to be the king. It's nutty. It's absolutely bonkers. Now, I'm sure you're asking, what does Asterius do? And get comfy. Get you a nice comfy chair, because I've got an essay to read for you right now. Okay? Pause me if you need to. Get a drink of water. Pop some popcorn. Bake a cake. Whatever you got to do. This is going to take a minute. Okay? Skill 1. 141 MP cost. Self. Fast. Now, because that's fast, remember, fast is a modifier. Well, see, not really a modifier in this, but fast means it's like, there's always like the fast, the normal, and then this, fast, normal, slow. Okay, so fast, and then you apply your agility buff there. Basically means he's going to go first every single time, at least at the moment. Okay, fast, shield, 40% of HP max. Now I'm not 100% certain what that means, but I'm guessing it's just a ginormous defensive buff. Like I'm looking at this like that it's a new skill, but it seems like it's just a huge defensive buff. So it might add an extra 40% of HP, or it might just be a separate bar that appears or something like that. Like you'll see the HP bar, and then there'll be like another like bar that appears around it or over it or something. Something like that. Strength, dark attack damage, light resistance, and ailment resistance plus 60%. AoE and single target damage taken down 60%. Good luck killing him. Good luck killing this guy. And that's all for 6 turns. 3 additional actions. Foes plural. Mid-dart physical attack with ultra unguard rate. Skill damage 60% per self. Single target damage taken. Reduction buff. So, case in point, you have that skill that he does turn 1, which basically means because this is an extra action to hit turn 2, you're going to get 60% for that. But you're also going to get another 60% if you have that on the assist side, which if you're smart, you will. Self single target damage take a reduction buff, and self 40% HP heal and extend status buffs by 3 turns. Now, it seems like that status buffs by 3 turns is just for him, not for all allies. Bit greedy there, Asterius. For real? Like, chill. You don't need any more there, Chief. It would not have hurt you to share that. But I mean, canonically for the character, it makes a ton of sense. Asterius isn't exactly known to be a team player, even among the Xenos, so it makes sense. That's just skill 1. Skill 2 is an 89 MP cost, foes plural, slow. Super dark physical attack with ultra uncounter rate. Temporary strength boost. What does it say? Temporary strength boost on a regular skill is nutty. And self. Remove status buffs and foes. Remove strength, magic, and dex buffs and foes. Physical resist down 40% and AoE damage taken plus 40% for 4 turns. It's a mouthful. That's just skill 2. Just skill 2. Only skill 2. Now, that being a slow skill, the thing to remember, that is going to go off late game. It's going to go off before the other slow skills, but it is going to go off after all of these. It's not going to supersede any faster normal speed skills. So it is going to be a late skill. But it's going to hit there, and the extra action is going to hit immediately after. So you're talking, like, he's just basically going to be standing there, like, with, like, I don't know, a shield made of solid unobtainium, health through the roof, heals just pouring down on him like rain, laughing at you, battle axe in one hand, and I'm not even going to go any further with that statement, but, and just waiting. And it's just going to be like the whole time, like, you know, like the, that all you got, that all you got, that all you got, and then, boom, and if that's not good enough, then in comes the buff move, boom. This dude is going to one-shot teams. Stacked teams. Mark my words. Asterius is completely bonkers. Skill 3 is a 61 MP cost. Foe singular super dark physical attack. Skill damage 60% per self single target damage reduction buff. And 30% HP steal. So he's going to hit you for a 60 to 120% attack and steal some health when he does it. And then seals... Okay. So here's the whole point of skill 3, okay? Skill 3 is the skill you do when you're taunted. Remember that. When you're taunted, he's going to do skill 3, right? So then, because, I mean, basically the way this is going to work is skill 1 is going to go off. Then he's going to be taunted, because a lot of those ailments are going to go off during a move. Unless it's... I don't even think taunt is on an assist. I don't think it is, at least. So in a way, you kind of would want him taunted, because then he's going to hit him with this attack. It's going to be a huge, crazy, big, nutty attack. And then he's going to take some health from that person. And then he's going to reduce their single target damage taken skill. So that when everybody else hits him, they just murder him if anything is left. But then on top of that, he's going to be like, oh yeah, by the way, that taunt, boom, not there anymore. That, you know, whatever, poison, boom, not there anymore. This unit is going to be completely bonkers, guys. Ailment resist then plus, and we're not even done. So then on top of this, the ailment status heal, there's single target damage taken down 60% and ailment resistance plus 60%. So if your unit is taunted, it's like the worst possible scenario for the opposing team. It really is going to murder the opposing team. If you have taunters on your team right now, take them off. Because as soon as Asterius shows up, you are going to wet your pants and regret every moment of it. This unit is bonkers. We'll talk about passives and all of that tomorrow. There's a lot to consider here. Actually, no, we are going to talk about passives because it's very, very, very important, actually. Normally, we'd save this for the Before You Summon video. 45% light resistance, 45%. Regular attacks and counters are dark physical attacks. 35% strength, endurance, agility, and dex. 20% damage on critical and penetration. 60% damage on counter. 8% HP and MP heal per turn. I think that's the highest number we see. I think normally we see like 4%. Nutty. Now, the thing that's really interesting about these extra, these new units, what do they call them again? They have a name for it, and I'm drawing a blank on it. Anyway, I gotta go look up the banner here. Hero Festa. Thing that's going to be unique about Hero Festa units is they're going to have 2 more passive skills that can be unlocked as you unlock their extra skills. So you will eventually unlock 25% physical and magic resistance as if he needs it, and a second unlock of 35% ailment resistance. Though there's situations in which that actually would be anti-beneficial, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Asterius going to show up and he's going to wreck everybody. He's just a bonkers, crazy, nutty, insane unit. And you got to get this guy. You're going to need Asterius, guys, but we're not done there, because if you thought that was bad, check this out. Heroes Destiny Bell. This is and the best part is, let me see if I can pull it up here, because I was given a GIF of this, because his GIF, not GIF, because his banner is, or his unit is like going to shine here. It is gonna, yeah, it's gonna do that the whole time. It's gonna sparkle while it's in your bin. So yeah. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Bell. Heroes Destiny Bell. 5436 HP. Remember, let's compare that to Asterius, who is 5732. So not quite the same HP score. 2373. So, yeah, about, good physical stat. Not world ending, but good physical stat. A lot of MP, though. 443 for MP. 908 for endurance, while not as high as Asterios, still completely bonkers. 1099 for dex, which isn't groundbreaking, but is really good. 1474 for agility, which once again is not super groundbreaking, but is extremely good. Just a nutty unit, guys. A completely bonkers, crazy, insane unit. What does he do? What are his skills? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I went away from it to go see the animated image, and now I've lost his skills. 1 second here. All right. Skill 1 is 136 MP cost. These are going to be very expensive attacks. Self, slow. Light attack damage plus 120%. Biggest self element buff I think we have in the game. And agility and physical rate plus 70%. So he's going to do a big agility buff to himself. Plus penetration rate 70% is kind of nuts. That's all for 5 turns. And self, 2 additional physical... Or so self, add 2 physical annulments. So he'll nullify 2 physical attacks. 4 additional actions, foes plural, highlight physical attack. And self, shields 20% of max HP. Remove physical and magic resistance debuffs, and if HP is greater than 10% of max, add 1 KO save. Removed if HP is less than 10% of max. Ooh. 100% light, 60% agility, penetration... 3 says 3 double attacks, which are mid, only 1 nullification shield, 10% if not upgraded. I don't know what all that means, but it seems like he's going to have wild and crazy attacks here. And that's all in, like 90% of his stuff here seems like it's actually on his extra action, which is pretty bonkers. Let's see how all that's written out, because it's all in parentheses, and I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to mean. But to say 100% light, 60% agility and penetration... 3 double attacks, which are mid. Only 1 nullification, only 1 shield. If not, okay. So let's see what he's saying here. So those skills, the 120 light and all that stuff, that's if he's completely maxed out. If he's not maxed out, if you do not have him max ascended, the 120% light becomes 100% light. The agility becomes 60%. The agility and penetration becomes 60%. The 3 additional actions are mid only. He'll only nullify 1 attack, and shield is only 10% if not upgraded. So in other words, if you do not have Bell Max, you don't get the full extent of those skills. I don't think Asterius had that caveat, though. Unless I didn't read it. Seems like Asterius did not have that caveat, so that's strange. But, I mean, it makes sense. They're trying to get you to max these units out. Skill 2 is a 74 MP cost, foes plural. So the big thing here with these new units, the Hero Festa limited units, these units are basically kind of, I don't want to say all or none, because you can still use them and they're still pretty bonkers. In fact, stat-wise, I'd see like, you know, a +3 maybe being on the fully ascended, maybe being on the level of like a +5 of a normal 4-star. But you don't get the full extent of their stats unless they're maxed. So that is something definitely to consider. Skill 2 is a 74 MP cost, foes plural, fast, super light physical attack with ultra run counter rate, temporary strength boost, and 30% HP steal, and foes remove AoE damage taken reduction buffs and physical resistance down 40% for 3 turns. And, jeez, and allies strength and critical rate plus 60% for 3 turns. Did you get all that? Might want to take notes. I'll cover all this in tomorrow's video too. Skill 3, as if we haven't had enough. Told you guys, these were like essays. Skill 3 is a 42 MP cost, foes singular, super light physical attack with ultra critical rate, skill damage 40% per self, strength, penetration rate, and critical buff skills. So in other words, that easily becomes a 120 attack. Well, actually, 4 times that comes to 240. Whoa, what? Yeah, if you have all that buffed in the adventure and the assist side, that becomes a 240% attack. Hold up. No. Yeah. 4 times 3 is 12. That's... Bella's freaking nuts. Funny enough, Bell's going to be like your top Record Buster unit when Record Buster comes back, unless they really do something crazy with him. Like, the only thing I could see like really toppling Bell at this point in time is if they're like, yeah, by the way, remember yeah, what's her name? Tiona unit we dropped like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago at this point, who does like a crazy like percentage 600 like max. Yeah, we'll just drop her again. We'll drop one that's favoring her just so Bell isn't like the new top dog. Like they're not gonna do that. They want you to spend your money. They want you to buy Bell. That's really the end all be all here. Which does mean, and I hate to admit this, a lot of people said that the banner last week was a trap banner. I did half of my summons on it. I never did the other half of the summons, and I'm absolutely not doing the other half of the summons. I'm really glad I waited. Now, we are going to get a ton of Iris for this, so my honest answer to you guys is don't summon on anything else, even the rerun, until you have summoned here and tried to max them. These units are that damn good. And, I mean, they're nutty. Bell's SA is a foe's plural ultralight physical attack with ultra critical rate, skill damage 40% per self, strength, penetration rate, critical rate buff, and allies. Remember, it says a 240% attack if you do this right. Allies remove status debuffs, and when HP is greater than 1% at a KO save, in other words, you can't get killed so long as your health is above 1%. Pretty nutty. So fast growth and charm is nullified. 45% dark resistance. All attacks, counters, and regular attacks are light physical attacks. 30% all stats. 20% damage on critical and penetration. Oxslayer works on Asterius, as do all other Oxslayer units. 10% HP heal per turn when unlocked, and 20% damage on critical. An extra 20% damage on critical when unlocked. So, yeah. Both these units are bonkers, and you got to have them. These units are must-haves. This is the first time we're getting this. This will be around for a while. The banner is kind of funny looking. So what does that mean? We'll talk about that here in just a second. Okay, let's continue on down here. So it says new category, Hero Festa limited units are here. We talked about this. Hero Festa limited units are a new category of units that differ from the current regular units and time-limited units. I mean, we've kind of figured that one out already. Hero Festa limited units have their own limit break status boards. Step 1, 6th section of the skill development and abilities are unlocked. Step 3, a specific skills upgrade. Step 5, the 7th section of the skill development abilities are unlocked. So, yeah, there's a lot more upgrading to be done here than on a normal unit. The unit illustration will become animated on the 5th step. So that animation I showed you before only happens after the 5th step, basically when your units are completely, or pretty close to maxed out at least. New items, Bravestone and Hero Bond are available. You can get Sirius times 50 and Bravestone times 10 for each Hero Festa limited bond you sell. You can exchange Bravestone times 100 for one Hero Bond. In other words, you can get a free bond with enough Bravestones. Ain't gonna take you a while, most likely, though. Yeah. Hopefully there's more ways to get Bravestones other than that amount of Brave. Like, until they drop more Hero Festa units on us, yeah, it gonna be a good minute. So here's what the banner's gonna look like, okay? First pull is 200. Get a 3-star guaranteed unit guaranteed. Okay? Pull 2 is get a 3-star unit guaranteed for 300. Pull 3 is another 300 cost. Get a 3-star unit guaranteed. Fourth pull is a 4-star guaranteed unit for 400, that full price. And the 5th pull is full price. Get a 4-star Hero Festa unit guaranteed. You apparently do this up to 4 times. Let's see. 200, 300, 500, 800, plus 800, 1600. So you could do that. Damn. That's expensive. It is what it is. These Hero Festa units are going to be pricey. Super pricey. Man. For the people that have been saving 10, 12,000 Iris. Good on you. You'll be able to do this. I kind of feel like this is borderline a paywall for these units. I'm going to have to digest this a little bit longer because you could roll it to 4 rounds. So it's 200 to 300, it's 500, 500 to 300, that's 800, that's 1,200, and then 1,600. So 1,600 4 times is a pricey banner. The units are great. That's a bit steep. I'm not gonna lie. That. Let me know what you guys feel about this in the comments down below. I mean, I know these units are bonkers. I know when the unit is +3, it's gonna be nutty. I know you have tons of opportunities up here to get them. You're guaranteed to basically get up to the last bond, which is nice. I think you're guaranteed to basically get the unit +3. It'll take some pretty nutso luck to get anything else. I don't know, guys. That's a pricey banner. I'm legitimately pondering this, and I have to sit down and think about this for tomorrow's video, because yes, you do want this. Man, that is pretty expensive. This Hero Festa, new unit 1, new unit 2, and regular units. Next Hero Festa will be new unit 1, new unit 2, prior Hero Festa units, and regular units. So the Hero Festa gacha will appear regularly, and the current Hero Festa units will be made available in future Hero Festa gachas. So you can only get these Hero Fests on these Hero Fest gachas. So it's going to be Hero Fest exclusive, basically, is the best way to think about this. But these two are nuts. And it does say they're going to show up regularly, so I'm assuming, probably when we get collab, we'll get random Hero Festa units. This honestly, to me, if the banners don't do something, if they don't do something, give us a little bit more, we're really going to have to start pondering how we handle this, because as it stands right now, one of the things I love about this game is I can always tell you guys, like, hey, wait this month, next month summon, the anniversary's coming up, and blah, 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 blah. But now Hero Fest has kind of put a bit of a damper on that. So I don't know what to tell you guys. But yeah, Hero Festa units, I like them. I think they're nuts. But the fact that they're borderline a paywall kind of turns me off a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but let me know what you guys think. The new skill effect, Barrier, is here. Okay, so that's the shield effect he was thinking of. Exceed your maximum HP. So it's like I said, it's just going to extend your HP. A barrier will grant a certain amount of HP on top of a unit's current HP. Displayed as a yellow gauge, if the barrier would exceed a unit's maximum HP value, it'll display a second HP gauge. It's like I'm a prophet. I didn't read that ahead. I cold read these, so yeah. Clear all quests, get 400 Iris, which is a free pull, but as we've seen, it is an expensive banner. So here's all the stuff coming for the 5.5-year anniversary. And it's a lot of stuff. I mean, they are giving us 5,500 Iris, and that's nice. I've just got to sit down and ponder what that means in accordance with everything we got. So, Hero Festa unit details. We already got that. So, here we are. This is the banner. You could summon on this up to 4 times. So, yeah. Do know that the people that wail, the people that go nuts in these will be maxing out Asterios and Bell, and these guys are going to make life a living hell in the hero ranks. So if you want to rank up, you need them, and you gotta prepare your wallets and probably anus. Free 11 draw gacha every day. We already talked about that. Phenomenal. Knights of Fianna rerun coming back. Phenomenal. The only downside of this is we have that new crazy banner, and I did say you want that banner before this, and I stand by that. That banner is so much more important than these now, because the stats in those units. But old rivals are here once again, challenge and clear all quests. Worth noting, these 4-star tickets and all that stuff up there are still very useful, but note that the Hero Festa units are not going to be ever included on those, so you could probably get a separate ticket for those. Probably 6 months to a year. Maybe during the next anniversary we might get one. But don't discount those 4-star tickets. They help out immensely. 7th Zone EX difficulty added. We already spent a decent amount of time on that. JP 2000 Days Anniversary Bundle. We talked about that in detail. Hero Festa Bundle. Okay, so this is a bundle for the Hero Festa. You knew this was coming. A 4-star guaranteed 11 draw ticket. Only. So I'm guessing. No. I think that's just the date. So it's a 4-star guarantee ticket for the banner. Festa, I think that's going to be, it says Festa 4-star guaranteed. So I'm guessing when it says Festa 4-star guaranteed, it's guaranteed a new Festa unit. Awesome. I like that. Festa 11 draw ticket, which means you could get a Festa unit in those 11 draws, which is amazing. Regular 4-star guaranteed ticket, which will not obviously drop a Festa or a time limited, but general pool stuff, and 5 Ascension Fauna. Familia Wargame. So, guys, the current Wargame is ending tonight, and you do need to make sure that you finalize all that stuff. We'll have Familia Wargame and obviously Training Wargame starting tomorrow. This will be probably the final 7th Zone before the big renewal. Danmemo schedule 12/22. We have the new Knights of Fianna, and we have Wrecker Buster. Rivera is returning. Let's see how that plays out with Bell. Oh, we'll see. Anyway, I kind of feel like Bell's going to be, though it looks like it's going to be fire type, so maybe Bell's still going to be a monster. We already know that. Of course, more 7th Zone. I'm surprised that doesn't, well, okay, because it is EX. The EX is being added this week, so they're not going to change the 7th Zone banner. It's just going to have the new EX stuff. We'll definitely have to cover that. So Danmachi schedule 12/23. We'll have the Master of Familia Wargame, which is the top 16, and then they will just go on to beat the living snot out of each other. So the schedule for Ultimate Wargame starting, let's say, so we have the December Season 1 Ultimate Wargame. This is the one that's currently going on. It's ending tonight. Then tomorrow, Familia Wargame, and then Master of Familia Wargame will start next Friday. Actually, it looks like, of course, that's always JP time, so it's Thursday. So Familia Wargame will actually kick off Thursday, not tomorrow. So prep time will start tomorrow. So there you guys go. That is the news. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. We have a lot of new stuff to discuss. Bonkers. I'm glad ASTERIUS is here. I'm a little afraid of what that actually means, but whew, we got through it. Like, comment, share. I'm out of breath. Catch you guys on the next one.